से शिव बाबा पधारे, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म मुख से मधुर वाणी, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे, ओम ओम। ओम की इस मधुर ध्वनि से किया परिवर्तन। प्रेम शांति सिखा के बदला सभी का जीवन। आदिदेव प्रजापिता श्री, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म मुख से मधुर वाणी, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे, ओम ओम। सोहनी सूरत मोहनी मूरत, ज्ञान के मोती। भव्य मुख पर चंद्रमासी, चमकती ज्योति। दिव्य दर्शन दिव्य वाणी, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म मुख से मधुर वाणी, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे, ओम ओम। विश्व में थी पाप की जब घटा छाई, तब विभूति आप जैसी धरती पे आई। एक तार में बंध के सारे, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म मुख से मधुर वाणी, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म मुख से मधुर वाणी, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे, ओम ओम।
Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Today, beloved Bab Dada is speaking about inculcation of many things. Baba has come to teach us, and therefore we should have the interest to learn. It isn't that we know everything. Let there be no limited ego. We always have to be ready in order to learn everything. If there are any weaknesses or deficiencies within, then there will be no zeal and enthusiasm to do service. If we continue to wake up at Amrit Vela and continue to remember the Father, throughout the day there will be Baba's remembrance. And only then there will be increase in doing service. The intoxication will increase for doing service. And living in the family, the main effort is to remain pure, to be a yogi. We have to become the destroyers of attachment. We will listen to Baba's sweet version, 9th February 2023. Baba says, sweet children, in order to claim a high status in the future, have no desires in this old world, but simply become a conqueror of attachment. Remember the Father and remain pure. Question: what direct and easy path does the Father show you? What does the Father have nothing to do with? Answer: the Father shows you children an easy and direct path to the land of peace and the land of happiness. Children, simply remember the Father and remain pure. However, if you have to face obstacles, if sorrow or illness comes to you, if you become bankrupt, All of those are your own karmic accounts. And the Father has nothing to do with them. Baba is clearly saying, Baba is not talking around the bush. Baba isn't saying that you will get this, you will get that, but Baba is clearly saying, the Father shows you methods. But it is the duty of each child to become free from his karmic bondages. Second question. Due to what reason do some children not become worthy of serving? Due to what reason do some children not become worthy of serving? Baba doesn't want that weakness within us. Answer: when there is a slight intoxication of familiarity between children, or when there are insects of Maya inside them, they don't become worthy of serving. Familiarity means attraction of the body consciousness. There are insects of Maya. Song. The world of sorrow has gone away. Om Shanti. Happiness and sorrow. It is now the kingdom of Ravan. People don't know what the kingdom of Ravan is. The Father comes and explains to you children about when there is sorrow and when there is happiness. In this kingdom of Ravan, there is happiness as well as sorrow. One moment there is happiness and the next moment there is sorrow. When a child is born, there is happiness, but if he dies, there is sorrow. Sannyasis say that happiness here is like the droppings of a crow. Therefore, it would surely be said that this is a world of sorrow. However, people don't know that it is only in the golden age that there is constant happiness and no trace of sorrow. Your children understand at this time that is truly is night time now. The night is one of sorrow. It is called the night of Ravan. When a Ravan comes, devotion begins and vices also begin. You children understand that you are now making effort to remain in constant happiness. In this iron aged world, let there be no kind of desires. The Father explains to you, children, make effort to claim a high status in the future. Don't have any other desires. You children don't know what you receive from the unlimited Father. On the path of devotion, they will be having temporary desires and they continue to ask from God. They only know that if God gives anything, then He will tear the roof and then give. That means He gives unlimited if He gives. The Father Himself comes and tells you, the world doesn't know what they receive from God. They believe that He gives happiness and sorrow. And whatever God gives, they accept it thinking to be His offering. The Father says, I come to give you constant happiness. Simply follow Srimad. Simply follow Srimad if you want to have constant happiness. I have come to show you the path to the land of peace and the land of happiness. It is your duty to follow that path. What other difficulties come in front of you? The whole world is in difficulty. It isn't that we are only facing difficulties. The whole world is in difficulty. In front of anybody there is some of the other difficulties. The Father says, I show you a direct and straightforward path. It is very easy. However, when all the obstacles come, when there is sorrow, when someone falls ill, or someone becomes bankrupt, all of those are their own karmic accounts. Each one has to suffer for those. I have nothing to do with those. Baba gives so much love, so much understanding. That itself is Baba's great help. We have to finish our karmic accounts. What we have to be caution about, and if we don't keep caution to ourselves, if someone commits a sin at this time, he still has to suffer the consequences of that. I have come to show you the path. My order is, remember me, your Father, because you have to return home. And all souls have to become pure and then return home. And for that we have to remember Baba. You have wasted your whole life battling and quarreling. You have wasted your whole life battling and quarreling in saying you and I. Now it is the time to return home. Now remember me, your Father. I show you a straightforward path. Remember me and remain pure. I also tell you how to remain like that. It is your duty to beat your head and make effort. There are many mothers who are in bondages. They have to tolerate a lot. Today, Baba got the news of the mothers who were in bondages. Baba says, your karmic bondages you only have to settle. All of those are the karmic bondages of you children. The father says, while living at home with your family, remain pure. The father knows that a wife has a lot of attachment to her husband and children. It is the duty of you children to become free from that and become conquerors of attachment. The father simply tells you two things. If you want to claim your full inheritance, definitely become pure, and secondly, you have to stay in yoga. If someone quarrels with you about anything, that is your karmic account. However, when you remain pure, even the government cannot stop you from doing this. Now there are law, nobody can force for anything to do. The father shows you the path where you don't have to leave your home. You have to remain pure while living at home with your families and also stay in yoga. Because no one else has given such teachings, people think that it is very difficult to remain pure. Because nobody has given such kind of teachings to anybody. Even sannyasis haven't learned that. Baba teaches us. No matter how many people remain celibate, the law here is to remain pure while living at home with your families. Kumaris are pure anyway. It is very easy for them. Simply remain pure. Kumaris are pure anyway. It is very easy for them. Simply remain pure. The direction for the Kumars and Kumaris is simply remain pure. And for those who live in the household, for them the direction is remain pure, be a yogi. Kumaris are pure anyway. It is very easy for them. Simply remain pure. Don't get involved in a household. You simply need courage for this. You need courage to make your parents understand that you want to remain pure. You can say that you want to remain pure in order to make Bharat into heaven, and that Bharat will benefit through this. I will receive an inheritance of purity. This is a matter of claiming an inheritance. In the golden age, there was the pure world. Those who become pure at the confluence age become the masters of the pure world. It is not a question of how everyone in the whole world can remain pure. when we remain pure, the worldly people question us how the whole world can remain pure. Baba says it is not a question of how everyone in the whole world can remain pure. It is now the time of settlement for everyone. Everyone now has to settle their karmic accounts and return home. Not everyone will come and take knowledge. When something is said personally, the whole world will come up with the question as how everyone can remain pure. Those who study easy Raj Yoga will claim their inheritance. Baba says, let alone the whole world, not even the whole of Bharat is able to listen to this knowledge and imbibe it. People question in this way, if everybody remain pure, how the world will run? Let alone the whole world, not even the whole of Bharat is able to listen to this knowledge and imbibe it. If there are quarrels, you children have to end them with the power of yoga. Those who have some attachment, who haven't become conquerors of attachment and don't have that strength, have to suffer being beaten. Baba received news that a Gopika shed a lot of tears. However, what can be achieved by crying? The Father has shown you many methods. Tell your husband that you want to remain pure and that you are willing to do any other type of work. Baba says, tell your husband that you want to remain pure and that you are willing to do any other type of work. You can free yourself tactfully. However, first, the attachment in your heart has to be broken. Women have a lot of attachment to their husbands and children. Then they say that someone should liberate them. However, there is no question of shouting or crying out loud. This is a matter of understanding. For instance, there may be the wife of a good person who also has first-class children. Baba would tell her to live at home with her family and show that it is possible to remain pure just for this final birth. Therefore, she has to explain to her husband and be able to handle him. She has to give him a response. But she first has to be able to become a conqueror of attachment. If someone wants to, she can become a conqueror of attachment in a second. Otherwise, it won't be possible throughout her whole life. Many people are unable to let go of their attachment even after they have left them, and so those strings are pulled and they are unable to maintain that stage. They will be having a body consciousness and they will be attracted towards the body and they will be not having that stage. And therefore here one has to become the destroyers of attachment. This is why the Father says, first of all, become a conqueror of attachment. If you simply continue to repent for your actions, what would the Father do? Baba is feeling power in yourself. You shouldn't repent for your actions. There is just the one path for everyone. Definitely become pure. There is no other alternative. No matter how the karmic accounts are, but definitely have to remain pure. If they don't allow you to remain pure, then become independent and occupy yourself in one type of work or another. A clean heart is needed here. Let it not be that you leave your home and come here and then stay trapped in familiarity with someone in the Brahmin clan. If anybody is weak, then they need the support of a human being. Their intellect will be drawn towards any bodily beings. There are many who have a slight influence of familiarity. They are not able to raise their stage. They want emotional support and therefore they take the support of any bodily being. They are unable to become worthy of doing service because there are insects inside them. Maya doesn't leave them alone. Some write, Baba, many storms of Maya come. Therefore, there must definitely be some slight influence. Here you have to remain like a lotus. Even in the Brahmin family, you have to remain like a lotus, remain detached. Not only in your Laukik family, but here too. There is no question of wilting. Everyone has his or her karmic bondages and own cure. Everybody has their own karmic bondages. Baba will show a separate path for each one. When someone asks about his earnings, Baba looks at his accounts and gives him advice. Some have such a business that they are unable to earn their livelihood without committing sin. There are such kind of business of selling alcohol and cigarettes. They will do something wrong. And therefore Baba will look at the beginning, middle and the end and then give advice. Such are the times nowadays. Some have a lot of money and so there is no need for them to commit sin. If you can look after your household and yourself, then there is no need for them to commit sin. There are many Baba's children who have belonged to Baba and they have changed their business. They have replaced their business with some other business. Baba says sit peacefully and earn the income through yoga. However, before you do anything, you must take advice. Let it not be that after you have done something, you then say, we have to take advice from our instruments, from the seniors, dadis and didis. Let it not be that after you have done something, you then say, I have become trapped in this, so what should I do now? Baba continues to explain to you. Baba continues to give you Srimad. Baba continues to explain to you. If you have plenty of money, then sit down peacefully and claim your inheritance from Baba. Put aside the complications of business. Do service. Put aside the complications of business. It is essential to follow Srimad at every step. Remain very sweet with one another. Those who are living in the family, the couples who are following the path of knowledge, have to remain very sweet with one another. If you continue to have conflicts or battle with one another, what the other people will think about you and what they will learn. Therefore, remain very sweet with one another. Otherwise, you will defame Bap Dada's name. Those who defame Bap Dada's name, they will have a disservice. Maybe those who are in the family or those who are the surrendered ones, we have to do service of everyone. Those who defame Bap Dada's name or the name of the Sadguru cannot claim a high status. Don't take the law into your own hands. Otherwise, everyone would say, are the children of God's clan also like this? The Father says, don't cause anyone sorrow. Don't speak bitter words to anyone. Don't cause anyone sorrow. Wake up early in the morning and remember Baba. How to remember? Baba, you are so sweet. You are making us into the kings of kings, the masters of heaven. Thank Baba. You are making us into the kings of kings, the masters of heaven. We will definitely follow your Srimad. We will not follow devilish directions. Here too we have to live in the gathering. 4 to 6 people live together. Shouldn't cause sorrow to anybody. We will not follow devilish directions. If you don't remember the Father, He would understand that you still have your old devilish sanskars. You haven't become yogi means you have your old devilish sanskars. And so how could you claim your fortune of the kingdom? The parents who are responsible, they will be having so much difficulty when their children behave in a very misbehaving way. So, how could you claim your fortune of the kingdom? Look at your behavior, otherwise, there is no one in the whole world as fortunate as you. The Father says, become a real children. Let your behavior be such that even the Father is pleased with you. Let your behavior be such that even the Father is pleased with you. The Father is very concerned about how to liberate children from sorrow and enable them to claim a high status. Baba explains that you may do your mundane business throughout the day. You may do your worldly business throughout the day. Baba is not talking about the wrong business. You may do your mundane business throughout the day, but wake up at the time of Brahma Muhurat, Amrit Vela, and have a sweet conversation with Baba. Who woke up at Amrit Vela today? Raise your hand. Baba's saying and our doing should be equal. Baba, you have worked wonders. You are giving me the sovereignty of heaven for 21 births. I will surrender myself to you. I will surrender myself to you for 21 births. Then surrender yourself. Don't just say it. Your body, mind, wealth, mind, words, deeds, time, thought, breath. Surrender everything to Baba. For however long you stay in a remembrance, the effect of that will last throughout the day. The one whose Amrit Vela will be very good throughout the day. They will remain introverted and sattvic, pure. There are many BKs who don't wake up in the morning, and so they are unable to imbibe. And therefore now you have to see yourself. If you instill the habit of waking up early in the morning, you would see how serviceable you can become. Waking up at Amrit Vela, half of the work will be done in the morning itself. Then children will do service automatically. Those who are interested in serving will do service anywhere. They can do service anywhere. It isn't that nobody gives them service. They will go anywhere and do service. The world is big. Can go anywhere and do service. Of course, you may be insulted. There will be debate or conflicts. Of course, you may be insulted. 1 out of 100 will emerge. You mustn't feel embarrassed about this. There is service to be done everywhere. But there simply has to be someone who does it. Baba continues to show you methods. There should be that intoxication. All other forms of intoxication cause damage. But here you are to change from ordinary humans into Narayan without any of that impure intoxication. The Father gives you this intoxication. However, no one has the intoxication of knowledge. We have the intoxication of becoming Narayan. No one knows about the impure world and the pure world. The people believe that they have been on righteous path everywhere. They do not know about the righteous path. There must definitely be impure people in an impure world. This is why they worship pure deities. The emperors and empresses existed in the past golden and silver ages. The kingdom of Ravan begins with the copper age. You children know that Shiv Baba is teaching you to perform good actions, and he also gives you visions of your status. When we give examination, definitely we will be in zeal and enthusiastic when we get our result. Baba is also making us to have effort, and Baba will then announce the result. These are the visions of the practical instant fruit. Since the Father Himself has come to teach you, you should have so much enthusiasm to study. Simply to say that you have karmic bondages is a weakness. You have to clear your own path. You shouldn't be trapped in that. Baba also continues to show you methods to become free from karmic bondages. However, he can only give such advice to those who are strong, not to those who are weak. Some women in bondage make effort and are able to handle their husbands with knowledge and the power of yoga and bring them here. There are also many who are beaten. It is said, even if you have to face the most difficult situations, you must not let go of your religion. You made this promise and you have to abide by it all the time. You should practice this. Maya is very powerful. You have to conquer it. Make full effort. Don't think that it doesn't matter what status you attain in the golden age. No, you have to make effort to become elevated. Acha. To the sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Bab Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children. We spiritual children say Namaste to the mother, father, Bab Dada. Essence for Dharana. First point, don't take the law into your own hands. This is the law. We shouldn't have conflict with anyone. The one who are instrument, they have to be told. Don't take the law into your own hands. Live together while remaining very sweet with one another. Don't cause anyone sorrow. Wake up at the time of Brahm Muhurat, Amrit Vela, and have a sweet conversation with the Father. Have a sweet conversation with the Father. It isn't that I don't know this one comes from where, this one wakes up me at Amrit Vela. Wake up at the time of Brahm Muhurat and have a sweet conversation with the Father. Second point, become a conqueror of attachment in a second. Create methods to remain pure. Have courage. Have courage. Settle your karmic accounts with knowledge and the power of yoga. Beloved Babdadas, today's blessing. While on the field of service, keep a balance between self-service and serving everyone else, and may you be a conqueror of Maya. Together with serving everyone, it is first of all necessary to serve yourself. This balance between serving yourself and others enables you to make progress. Therefore, while running around on the field of service, keep a balance of the two and you will become a conqueror of Maya. By keeping this balance, they will stand on the rope and walk. They also show that because of their balance. So by keeping this balance, you will show wonders. Otherwise, because of becoming extroverted while doing service, instead of wonders, you will be caught in the chaos of some conflict of the natures of yourself and others. While you run around doing service, Maya would make your intellect run around. And therefore, pay attention. Slogan. Water the seed of your specialities with the water of all powers and make them fruitful. Today is the point to become Avyakt. The main theme was through promise, reveal the Father and become an instrument to reveal the Father. The point to become Avyakt, through promise, transform your old natures and old sanskars in such a way that after your birth is transformed, you have forgotten everything that is old. Burn the old sanskars in such a way. You burn the old sanskars in the Father who is the ocean. Om Shanti. Today is Sadguruvar. We will offer bhog to Baba. And before we offer bhog to Baba, there will be a felicitation program of two people. Respected Dadi Ratan Moini will be felicitated, and these two persons have come to felicitate Dadi Ratan Moini. 10 a.m. they will be going to Dadi cottage, and they will also go to Sister Monni. One is from New Delhi who has come. They are also the owner of the KM TV. From last 10 years, doing service in Goa. I request Milind Pralad Devi ji. Even today I remember 25 years ago I had come here. I had met Dadi. I had taken energy from Dadi and I went back so that I can do something better. Now once again I have come. From very long time I was listening to Sister Geeta. I also look at the TV channel, Our Peace of Mind. There are transformations in many one's lives. I plow the field of human beings. The whole world is in distress. We have to overcome this distress, and therefore one needs peace of mind. And there is no tablet for peace of mind. It is only God's remembrance that cures any illness. I am feeling very proud for myself that after a long time I am here once again. All the BK brothers and sisters, they dedicate themselves fully in the upliftment of human beings. Even I sit for 30 minutes of meditation every day. Only then I go for my work. You are all truly God's incarnations. And if anybody has to see heaven in this world, it is only Mount Abu. And once a person comes here, whenever he goes back from here, he will definitely become something. Nowadays it has happened so that we will listen to everyone, but we will be doing only what our mind speaks or what our mind tells. Nowadays we are having marketing facilities. We go to every home And through the phone, we have the marketing. And once they come to know that they are having a lottery, they will spend all of their money to that. I asked Dadi Ratan Moini once as how to meditate. So Dadi said, you're standing in front of me now, so you can meditate now. In Delhi, I do the service of human beings who are disabled, who are distressed. And I have collected 300 people from worldwide in my team. And our volunteers fight. And therefore, through the medium of our team, we are voluntarily doing service to uplift humankind. Throughout the day, we will be having phone calls. We need to attend them. And sometimes I take out time for meditation. And there are very few people who do not look to themselves. They don't give much of their time to themselves. You are all practicing yoga. Even newcomers, they come and have the practice of yoga. Yesterday I came here, Brother Datta gave all introductions about here. I have learned many things from here. Now this time I have brought my wife and my daughter here. Next time, whenever I will come here, I will definitely bring my mother here. I was very much filled with zeal and enthusiasm. I spoke everything to you all. I will put full stop to my words. Our Dadi Ratan Moini is a 98-year-old and she is the heartbeat of all youths. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. At 10 a.m., these people will give award to Dadi Ratan Moini. So this will be the award. Now Sister Geeta will felicitate these two persons who have come. On behalf of the organization, Sister Geeta is felicitated by the two persons. And Sister Geeta will also wrap shawl around both of them and will felicitate them. And will also give Toli from Baba's home. We will all be sitting now. We will offer bhog to Baba. We will also listen to the trance message.
लहराते रहे तेरी यादों में, लहरा गाते रहे तेरी यादों में, उन यादों में खो जाएंगे, उन यादों में खो जाएंगे। तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद में जीते हैं बाबा, तेरी याद में जीते हैं बाबा, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं। रहे याद सदा ही साथ तेरी, रहे याद सदा ही साथ तेरी। बस और न हम कुछ चाहेंगे, बस और न हम कुछ चाहेंगे, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं।
ओम शांति। अभी हम सभी वतन
I reached the subtle region to offer bhog to beloved Baba. As I went to the subtle region today, Baba emerged a scene. It was a very beautiful scene. Baba showed me child according to the time. Baba's children, especially in the month of January, December, do special yoga tapasya. Children continue to feel the power of silence within them, and according to the time, there is also the time for service, and children are also doing service. And Baba started saying that according to the time, whatever task one has to perform, whatever power one has to fill, they continue to fill, and accordingly on time it will be benefited. One will receive power, strength. Baba said Baba tours all the four sides and continues to watch that children too, according to the time, whatever signals they do get, and Baba's version that one receives, and accordingly Baba's children also on service, in yoga, are continuing to progress well, and even in the lives of the children, they are continuing to become the embodiment of inculcation. And Baba said, in the world there will be many subjects, and here Baba draws everyone's attention towards 4 subjects. As the children are having the expansion of service, inculcation, and automatically it is imbibed in one's life, and Baba looks at the form of the children. To look at the children, children are very simple, but the code of conduct, children walk accordingly. And those children, they realize Baba's help. And therefore, wherever the children may be, whatever field they may be, in which country they may be, in whatever place they may be, Baba is making them to experience anyway. And so Baba said, according to the time, children are looking at the scenes of the matter and the world. And children should also bring transformation accordingly. And looking at you children, other souls will also transform themselves. And therefore you children have to keep this main aim and walk accordingly. I had kept book plate in front of Baba. Baba too, with a great love, accepted the bhog. Baba said on the day of Thursday, in the subtle region, the bhog plate reaches, and Baba also puts a drishti to the bhog plate. And Baba's children, with a lot of love, prepare the food with a great love, because Baba at the confluence age accepts the bhog prepared by the children. Baba gave heartfelt love and remembrance to all. I took Baba's love and remembrance and came down. Om Shanti.